it's Assassin97 and today I'm playing NBA2K23 and now there's something I need to tell you. I know I had thought of one, well, the network, the connection wasn't good, so it started the whole thing again. As you guys do not know, I have won 4 games, but seriously, I did lost against Bulls, and I won 3 games, so now let's play against Portland Trailblazers. So they won 2 games and lost 1, I won 3 games and lost 1. Yes, play. And here I go.
MP, you got a minute?
Of course, sure.
Since I hear about you working on some initiative to earn more fans.
Look, man, I've been meaning
I thought I was clear with you. Basketball comes first. End of story.
It does. But I got a lot of people in my ear telling me I gotta do other stuff too, man.
What, Freddie? What did I tell you about him?
No, I know what you said about Freddie, but just because you don't like him doesn't mean he's gonna disappear.
I told you. Talk to me if he gives you a hard time.
He's not giving me a hard time, Othello. The things that I do outside of the court does not distract me from what I need to do on the court or for this team.
I need you focused.
I am focused.
You are a critical building block for the future of this franchise.
I get it. And I appreciate it. I really, really do. But you gotta really trust me on this one. Because I got this.
Adam's on the line for you.
I'm serious. Let me know if Freddie gives you problems, yeah?
I promise you. You'll be the first one to know.
All right, I'm gonna hold you to that. Give me the... Adam! It's been too long, bro.
Did you give Steph any tips on being a shooter?
I think he was a better shooter then, back then, than I was at the time. So, no, his father was a great shooter. I'm sure he gave him all the great tips.
Okay, so we're going to play some word association. So I'll say something, and I want you to give me the first word that comes to mind. Orlando.
Orlando? Home.
I was thinking the same thing. I don't know why.
Home.
These early season games are always interesting to watch for me. Players are finding their rhythm. Smitty, they're trying new things. Portland going with almost an entire new group here. Watford's checked in for Nurkic. Winslow comes in for Grant. Little's checked in for Hart. And Simon has subbed in for Peyton. Victor Oladipo is checked in for Miami. James comes in for Hero. Setting the floor for the Heat. The duo inside, Butler and Adebayo. MP is out there with Kyle Lowry. And it's Oladipo in at the small forward position. Pass to Simons. Here's Little. Oladipo with the rebound.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
And it's Butler who slams it down.
Explosiveness by Butler. Leaping way off the ground for that dunk.
And how about our AT&T 5G slam cam? Couldn't have captured that play any better. Here's Watford, pounded by Adebayo. Pass to Little. Here's the teardrop. Jimmy Butler with a rebound. Butler's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Well, the great ones make their mark in the playoffs, and Jimmy Butler has certainly done that. Some Herculean performances when the chips were down.
The 3, James knocks it down from distance. And a big question mark for MP that he'll have to answer this year. Can his skills translate into NBA success?
Yeah, he was a great college player. Nobody is arguing that. But many wonder if he'll be able to handle the physical side of the NBA. Hard to say just yet, but we'll find out soon enough.
And granted, last year's playoffs, Jimmy Butler became the first player since Jordan to author multiple 40-point, 4-steal games in a single series.
And in 2020, the third player ever to record a 40-point triple-double in the finals. I mean, just legendary stuff.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Timeout called, the Blazers. They're coming off that loss against Denver.
Honestly, they were just outclassed in that one. We thought it would be a tough night for them, and it was.
Ugly display. I thought they'd be more competitive, but I was wrong.
And the Heat with some changes. Yurt Sevens checked in for Bam Adebayo. Dedmon comes in for Butler. And Vincent is subbed in for Lowry. Pass to Winslow. Back to Little. Can they get it? Oh, rejected by Oladipo.
The way they've gotten after rebounds has been impressive.
And it's Vincent off the drive. High post Yurt 7. And there's a 3-second violation. Eubanks, he's checked in for Winslow. And Miami also making a switch. Strus is checked in. And we've got 28 seconds left in the first quarter here. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
In this period, they're beating him, and he's feeling it.
There's 21 seconds left in the first quarter here. And he's going for the oop here.
Oh!
And slam dunked by James.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
They came in prepared, focused, and really jumped on the other team early.
Here's Little. Sinks it from distance.
Something that Little is still working out. I like seeing him continue to take these threes.
Jimmy Butler getting it done for the Miami Heat. Absolutely carrying the offense. He ends the quarter with 14. Back to the game after this break.
Badger Trailblazers UCSC.
Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Heat.
They came out firing from deep. It's always good for a team's confidence when you can start a game that hot.
They've also been consistently getting themselves to the line tonight, picking up plenty of points off free throws.
Setting the floor for the Heat. Max Strus is out there with Caleb Martin. Then it's MP. Then there's Tyler Hero. And it's Yurt 7 in at the center position.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Here's James. And he banks in the layup.
Ooh, made a
James
shot.
has got 13.
He was able to simply lay it in over the top of the smaller man.
Now, guys, when you think about this Miami Heat team, you hear a lot of talk about their ability to score. But how about the way they play on both ends of the floor? And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
The problem is your opponent is making big plays as well. I'll be curious to see the response.
Defensively, this Heat team was top 3 in points allowed per game and top 5 in defensive efficiency last year.
You know, B.A., that's something that surely isn't talked about enough. And when they're not having their best shooting night, they'll suffocate you on the defensive end.
And that streaking rack attack is the Mobile One drive.
Yeah, he made that drive look easy, but that had a high degree of difficulty.
Strus the pass to James. Just 5 on the clock. Again, the miss by James.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Pass to Grant. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
And they're in a better flow this quarter offensively, and their shooting percentage is steadily rising as a result.
To the inside. Rebound by the Trailblazers. This their first chance to take a look at the Heat this season.
And with this matchup being East versus West, this is the first of only 2 meetings between these teams.
Very difficult game to predict. They are not familiar with each other. I expect to see a lot of in-game adjustments tonight on both sides.
Timeout call on the Heat. Josh Hart listed at 6'5", but he plays much bigger than that.
He does. I mean, just so strong on defense in the post.
And so it's the Miami Heat ending the quarter with a 20-point edge.
With the score, your Trailblazers 36, the Heat 56.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. The Heat with some changes. Dedmon comes in for Adebayo. And James is subbed in for Lowry. Teams are always hunting mismatches. Grant, I'll put it to you here. You prefer a speed advantage or a size advantage over your defender?
Well, B.A., it's all about the mismatches. And going back to when I was young and actually had some speed, it was great to be able to have both, depending upon who you went against. If a smaller player guarded you, use your size to shoot right over them. And if a bigger defender was on you, then yes, use your speed to turn the corner and get to the rim. So it depended upon who was guarding you.
Grant and Nurkic, they're inside at the 4 and the 5. Damian Lillard out there with Gary Payton II. And it's Hart in at the 3, small forward. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
And this team's struggles are not his fault. He's putting in work at the offensive end.
James, good. And that makes him 6 for 9. A quality game for him so far.
He can do incredible things. He can also help you win by simply being reliable.
Outstanding dribble drive. And that replay was brought to you by Mobile One.
You know, B.A., even with the game well in control, he's going right at the rim. I love it.
Lillard passes to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. And he gets it to go. Lillard's got 14.
This is what makes Lillard an all-star caliber player. His ability to fill it up.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, guys, Jimmy Butler's focus is all on team success. In fact, his agent said whenever he calls Jimmy to congratulate him on personal accolades, like All-NBA team, for example, Jimmy hangs up in his face before he can finish the sentence. Ryan, for Butler, there's only one prize that really matters.
Yeah, he's a rare breed, Allie, for sure. Thanks for that. Eubanks, he's checked in for Portland. Simons comes in for Lillard. And Miami with a change here, too. Victor Oladipo's checked in for Butler.
2 minutes remaining.
Pass to Payton.
2 minutes.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's going to be on Dwayne Dedmon. Man, Blazers fans have been having a bit of whiplash. Western Conference Finals to the lottery in just 3 years.
PA injuries had a big part to play in that. Shows how fast the NBA landscape can change. Fans are hoping they can get back to what they were just as quickly.
Hart's checked in for Portland. Bam Adebayo's checked in for Miami. Vincent comes in for Hero. And it's James with the jam.
Oh, what a perfect pass to set that up.
Hey, the feed might have been pretty, but the finish, that was angry. And the officials signaled the backcourt violation. Not careful there. And we have to take another look at that block.
Yeah, obviously he had the shot well anticipated, able to shut it down with authority.
Third quarter action. Just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Here's Oladipo. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
And looking at Victor Oladipo, it looked like he was breaking out and going to be a star for a long time. But he's battled many injuries.
And Oladipo is desperate to prove he can be a reliable part of a team's rotation.
It's been tough with all the injuries, BA, but he's capable of brushing those off and getting back to business. He's very motivated to prove the doubters wrong.
And he's good on the second. The Trailblazers have gone 4 of 8 in the third. Pass to Hart. Payton up top. He's got 7.
Miami foul.
What's really helped Miami over the last few years, they've had some of the most accurate three-point shooters in the league.
And the Heat's ability to stretch the floor, it's critical to their stars' success, Smitty.
It is. Guys like Butler and Bam Adebayo, they thrive when they have room to operate, B.A. It's an approach that continues to serve Miami well.
Strus, he's checked in for Oladipo.
Registering 3 threes in the first half, he hasn't hit one since.
Here's Grant. And the layup is good off the glass. Grant's gotten his second bucket on the night.
What I love about Jeremy Grant is he has no trouble taking contact and shooting over people.
Here's James. That one's good. He's now 8 for 13.
So reliable. They've really leaned on him at the offensive end.
For Portland, they've gone 5 for 9 from the floor in the third quarter. Simon's shot is good.
Gotta be mindful of Anthony Simons. He looks to score close to the rim whenever he can.
Right side, Strus. To the middle. And he'll throw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. Well, an all-star appearance for Bam Adebayo in 2020. Grant, you think he can get back there?
No doubt. I mean, I think the bigger issue is we've seen his numbers taper off just in the postseason. Can he reverse that and bring his best when it matters most?
Bam Adebayo gives his team so much flexibility, playing multiple positions and doing whatever the team asks.
The Heat making a switch here. Lowry's checked in, and both free throws good for Adebayo.
This game is defined by heart and hustle. Bam Adebayo would be welcomed by any coach on any team in any league.
And B.A., if you let him, he will do damage.
No resistance, you pay.
The defense has to feel real embarrassed right now. They totally got schooled on that highlight reel play.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
Penalty. At the line for the Heat, Caleb Martin. At the line for 2.
And he knocks down the first one. He's off on the second. Portland has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Pass to Simons. Here's Nurkic. And the shot goes.
This is Nurk in his offensive comfort zone, tracking down a high percentage shot.
And Lowry puts up a deep 3. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's Miami feeling confident. 18-point lead to win that quarter. How about the way they've attacked the paint? This throwback approach is paying off. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up.
Substitution on the court.
Eubanks comes in for Grant, and Little is subbed in for Hart. Martin, he's checked in for Miami. James comes in for Hero. To the paint. Here's Simons. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
Setting the floor for the Heat. Kyle Lowry out there with MP. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then there's Caleb Martin. And it's Butler. And it's the 3. Marked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
On the floor for your
challenging stretch for Portland here.
Brendan Watford. Gary Payton the second.
Lillard outside. Pass to Nurkic. Outside Payton. 4-3. That one doesn't drop. And Miami will go the other way with it. Earlier they held a 23-point lead.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Heat.
You love how they push the ball at every opportunity.
Yeah, they really dictated the pace, and it really paid off.
And they pick up their 4th win of the year. Every victory so sweet in the association.
And with this one all but in the record books, they set the tone in the first of what will be only 2 meetings between these teams.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Jimmy Butler.
What was impressive to me, it felt like he made an impact in so many areas. Some of the effort won't show up in the stats.
Okay, let's go.
But I noticed it.
Down low. And that basket makes him 6 for 11, shooting a good percentage.
Just a smart pass by Simons, finding the open guy and setting the table.
Here's Lowry. And the layup falls.
That's an inspired ball club. They fought hard, and during the most important moments, they made big plays.
Especially during this last run, which ultimately put the game away.
Here's Payton. And the 3 off target. Lowry to pass to James. And down it goes. 2 points.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
And guess what? It's going to be a fun flight home. Total team effort. Big win on the road.
So it's the Heat winning this one easily. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Steve Smith, Grant.
Okay, hi Kanan, I've got some fantastic news for you. Mobile One is interested in pushing a partnership. They're getting an offer ready as we speak. So keep a lookout for the response. Let's make you some money. All the best, Ricky. Let's do 15-4. Yeah, okay, I'll do that. And 15 for 3 decks. No.
What do you say to the people who question the wisdom of your decision to participate in a PR offensive to win over the hearts and minds of the city?
Well, first of all, I wouldn't phrase it like that, Nate. A PR offensive to win over the hearts and mind of the city. I mean, it makes it sound like I'm dropping propaganda pamphlets out of an airplane or something. Bro, all I'm trying to do is help the people in my community and get to know them better. That's it.
Well, listen, you know, I don't question your desire to support your community. But what I've reported on is much more sophisticated than a simple desire to help. I mean, it seems a little, how do you say, calculated.
Okay, well, I'm the kind of guy that takes a very systematic approach to everything that I do. So I asked for the team's help on this because they've been part of this community for a long time, you know? And they have roots here, and I thought that it may be able to help me establish a relationship with the fans. You know, it's not some sort of evil scheme that's going on here. You know, I just know that if I want to accomplish something, I need to set a goal for myself. Simple as that.
I mean, okay. Well, that's fair enough. I'm just asking questions here, MP.
Well, that's just one way to put it.
Well, okay. Well, how would you put it?
You know, man, it feels like you're trying to stir up some drama right now. But honestly, I'm not even mad about it, because that's your job. So I'll give you that. But it doesn't mean I'm not going to not stand up for myself, though. You know, I'm not built that way and never have been. So you'll see for yourself soon enough.
Okay. You got it.
I was wondering if I could ask you about Nate White's report that you've been asked to participate in PR initiatives by the team.
Yeah, sure.
Well, I think it sounds like a really cool idea, and I'm wondering if you can talk about maybe some of the things you might be doing or some of the things you might be looking forward to.
Hey, I'd just like to clear something up really quickly. This isn't just some cynical marketing ploy. You know, it's a legitimate desire to do good in this community.
Okay. Thanks for the clarification.
Yeah, for sure. And to answer your question, there's not one thing that I'm excited by. You know, it's just an idea that I get to use my platform, you know, my position in society to help people. You know, it's always been one of the most exciting things about being a pro athlete to me, at least. You know, so as soon as I got to the league, you know, I made sure I had a plan in place to go by doing that.
And the organization has helped you with that?
Without a doubt. You know, they've let me know that I've got their full support, which I'm so thankful for. You know, but it's up to me and my team to drive this, so I think that's really cool as well. You know, if it was them telling me what to do, I could see why people have an issue with it, but it's not like that at all.
That's great. Sounds like the city will be lucky to have you around, MP.
Thanks, man.
Alright guys, I know it's getting late. I'm gonna go. Oh wow, achieved. I achieved that too. What was the last stuff I achieved? Alright guys, I'm gonna go. Hope please like and subscribe. Have a good night's sleep. Have a good afternoon, whatever country you're from. I will stay. Hope you keep you safe. And see ya.